Hello everybody, it's Monday again. Hope you had a great weekend. I had a lovely time, was able to go and see Hamilton finally this week, which felt amazing. It was a bit weird in London. The tube certainly doesn't have any social distancing, so that was a little bit I don't know if I like this. But it was amazing. It was amazing to get out there. It was amazing to go and see a show again. Those who know me well know how much musical theatre means to me. So it was amazing to be able to go and do that. So over the last couple of weeks, I've become aware that a lot of people within the group are really struggling at the moment. I had reached out to all those people who had signed up for the self-esteem workshop that I did, This Is Me Masterclass, at the end of December. And a number of them said how much they were struggling at the moment with their mindset and struggling even to get the wherewithal to even watch and look at what was happening in those sessions. So I thought, actually, do you know what? I'm just going to come and talk to you guys and just have a chat about things. And I know that this time of the year can be very, very difficult. We have the post-Christmas blues. I don't know about you, but Christmas was a weird time. I didn't feel like there was any run up to it. I didn't feel like there was any building up or looking forward to it. I was very much thinking for our household, are we still going to be able to have people over? Is Boris going to stop something? Or are people going to be well enough? And so it was always a bit tenterhooks, and we're buying all this food in case we have everybody. So it's a bit of a weird time, and then all of a sudden it was done and dusted. January historically is a pretty difficult time for a lot of people as well. We've had Christmas, although it's a bit of a weird Christmas this year, and January comes and we're supposed to have New Year's resolutions. We're supposed to make this commitment to having a change. Good morning, Katie, Jane and Samantha. I hope you're all right. We're supposed to, just be getting back into the work swing of things and what have you. But actually January is a miserable month. January is a really sort of like, you can see mostly out, I'm sure out of all your windows as well, that it's dreary and cold and grey. I don't mind a fresh, bright day, but when it's like this, it does kind of take your mood down. So of course, January is quite a difficult thing. And then there's me saying to you, oh, self-esteem, etc., etc. But then I was thinking, okay, so what are the things that could stand in the way? And I was talking to a couple of friends of mine, and one of them was saying about the fact that if I make a change, then other people are going to be impacted as well with that. And for me, it feels like if I suddenly start thinking about how I'm feeling about myself and improving my self-esteem, then people might start to judge me for that. People might start to think, what are you doing, all being proud of yourself and all this kind of thing? And it's so sad, isn't it? Because we encourage our children to be really proud of themselves, and then suddenly it disappears and they're not anymore. So I just wanted to talk about that area, really, about self-love. What if we feel a bit icky about self-love? Like, we talk about it, but it seems like this kind of quite idyllic thing to sort of have this self-love and this high self-esteem, and that doesn't need to be the case at all. But when we think about it, when I'm thinking about the whole situation a little bit deeper for you guys, suddenly it's like, what if self-love is a bit icky? What if it comes across a bit arrogant? What if actually we seem to be a bit full of ourselves? What I wanted to say is that self-esteem doesn't need to be icky. Self-esteem is like this quiet internal confidence about ourselves. It's not about screaming to everybody in the world how amazing we are and how wonderful we are and how we've got all these amazing personality traits. But it is about having this quiet confidence inside ourselves that doesn't make it icky, but then gives us the ability to move forward and gives us the ability to sort of work out where we are and what we want and what we're going for and what have you. But it's not about, January isn't about making resolutions about how much our life's going to change, and it does like that because we've made a decision. It's just about taking that first little tiny mini step. So, if I said to you, can you look in a mirror and say, I like myself? Would you be able to do it? Actually, when I first started trying it, because I knew that I'd be talking to clients about doing this, it felt a bit weird. It felt a little bit odd, and I definitely still, even now, wouldn't really want my children to kind of see me doing it, because it would feel a little bit silly. But I do talk to them about it and say, you know, that's something I'd like you to try in private, and what have you. But I think it's really, really important that we have this underlying self-esteem, that we can do stuff, that we can achieve stuff, that we can be the people that we want to be. But mostly because we're quite giving, caring people, and I would say that's probably the same for the vast majority of people within this group. We might have, I think it's 324 women I've got in here at the moment. Hello everybody, I love having you here. Oh, what was I going to say? Oh man, don't you just hate it when that happens? I love the menopause. Oh, it really has gone. Ooh. Okay, yes, we do need to be kind to ourselves, Sam. That's absolutely right. Being kind to ourselves and being compassionate about how we're feeling is so, so, so important. But it's okay to say, do you know what? I have got a lot of qualities that are really beneficial for a lot of other people. I was talking about giving, wasn't I? Katie Jane says, I think we need to give ourselves permission to be kind to ourselves and be able to say, I'm good enough. Absolutely. And, you know, a lot of the time we can feel that we're not enough. That's why we as givers within this group, I remember where I was going now. That's why we as givers within this group, we give so much to lots of other people. We are always giving and helping and fixing and, you know, all of this kind of thing. And we need to keep our own cups full. In order to do so, we need to have our own cups full so that we can serve others. So if we are all in a process where we're caring and giving to everybody else, think about what you would say to them. Think about what you would say to them if they were struggling, or you tell them how amazing they are. You tell them, you know, particular traits about them that you love, or what have you. And yet we can't do that to ourselves. So when you're thinking about self-love, when it feels a little bit icky, just take a step back and think, is it icky really? If I was my own best friend, what would I be saying to myself? What would I say to my best friend if they were struggling in terms of the fact of not liking themselves very much, or what have you? So do think about that, because self-love does not have to be an icky thing. Self-love can be an internal, quiet confidence about traits that you have that others find beneficial. Because we can all think about the fact that actually, do you know what? I am a kind and caring friend. That's something to love about myself. That's such a positive thing. You know, the fact that we are givers, the fact that we help other people is a beautiful thing, as long as we don't take it so far down the line that actually it's a massive detriment to us. So what I would really love you to have a think about today is self-love. Does it have to be icky? How can I find a middle ground? And what things about myself do I love? What are the things about me that actually I really, really like about myself, in terms of how I might treat other people, or what I'm able to do, or what I have achieved, or how I can help other people, or whatever it is. You know, think about, what is it that shines you brightly within the world? What is it that makes you go, yeah, this is part of my purpose, this helping other people, and this is what I do. And it doesn't even have to be that. It's, you know, how do you shine? How are you creating this amazing thing for the world that you really struggle to talk about? Because there is absolutely something phenomenal about each and every one of you. So lots of love to you all. I will chat to you again later in the week, but I'd really love you to spend some time journaling today about how self-love could just be comfortable and not icky for you. And if you want to let me know how you got on with that, that would be amazing. So pop your information in the comments about what you've journaled from that and what's come out. It would be amazing to see how that had made you feel. Thank you to everybody who is watching live. Who have I got that's notified? So Katie Jane, Samantha, Sophie. I think I've got a couple more people, but I can't absolutely see who they are. But lots of love to you, and I will see you later in the week. And thank you so much for joining me, either live or replay. See you soon. Bye.